Ah, good stuff. Hey there, everybody. Hope you're having a great afternoon. It's Rev Kev here with his dirty glasses. So let's do what my dad used to do when I was a kid, just wipe them on your sweater and then put them on. There we go. Now I can see. Hope everyone's doing really well. I just wanted to take a little coffee break this afternoon and jump onto the channel and just give a few little updates on some how some things are going and some of the things that we started working on since the channel got monetized and membership became available. So I wanted to just come on, give that update. Take a break. This mug here has actually become one of my favorite mugs. My son got this mug because he used to volunteer as a youth leader in our church, and so it says, "I survived youth ministry in 2020, learning how to do church online and youth ministry online, and all these things that we've done over the past year and a bit." So I don't know. I'm kind of happy with the work that they did. So it wasn't the ideal, but hey, some great work was done, and got the mug to prove it. So yeah, so first off, again, I just want to thank each and every one of you who are part of the community here on my Geek Corner channel. It means the world to me. I read all the comments. I try to interact with as many of them as possible. Appreciate everyone who stops by, likes, comments, um, and yeah, and just as part of the community. It really means the world to me. Uh, Incredibly grateful for the three people who signed up for membership already here on the channel. So thank you, thank you, thank you so much for that. I really appreciate it. And over time, we're going to be doing more and more with the membership. Kind of just started it off nice and simple there to get that going, but we're going to see, as things come up and as we start putting more and more things together, you'll see how this is going to grow and how we can hopefully bless and be a blessing and things like that. So yeah, so let me just give a little bit of an update on the channel membership. So what I'm doing with that first and foremost is one of the things I've been doing, and I've documented it a little bit here on the channel, not as much as I thought I was going to, but I've been documenting the journey that I've been on since April on becoming a DDPY fitness certified instructor. Uh, I've been doing the DDPY fitness program now for exactly a year and a half. I just finished my 13th week block of fitness. And so that has just really transformed my life and my fitness, my health. And so I just want to, because I was blessed by it, I want to be a blessing to other people and bring that to other people. So um, that's what my hope and my desire is with becoming a certified instructor in DDPY. So I'm just, I think, hit on the big hurdle. So I had to prepare, basically memorize a 50-minute workout. And so that it's showing all the key moves, all the key poses, and everything that comes in DDPY. And I just submitted that last night for approval. So my hope and my desire is that that will get approved. And once that gets approved, then I've got to make a customized workout, and then there's a few more documents and things like that I got to submit, and then my certification will be done, and I'll be a level one, just level one, which is basic and some intermediate workouts. Um, and then the desire is to start making that available to other people, whether it's online or in person. And speaking of in person, the first thing that I'm going to be doing is, can I share this here? Yeah, the first thing I'm going to be doing is starting not this weekend, but the following weekend. I'm opening up um, an introduction class to our community. And so this is completely totally free. This doesn't cost anyone anything to participate. It's for 8 weeks, 1 day a week to just come and start learning the foundations of DDPY and seeing how this could be a fun way to get healthy, to get fit. So I'm really excited about that starting up next week. And then we'll kind of see where it goes. And again, once the certification gets completed, then I'm going to build on this more and more and more. So that's my heart, that's my desire. And the hope is that through YouTube membership, I'll be able to start offering online classes for people anywhere. So who would like to participate and do live workouts with me, we'll be able to do that through the YouTube membership feature. So that's why I've opened it up already. At the first level, at $1.99, you get access to all the pre-recorded workouts that I'm doing, and I've already got 2 of them on there already that you can already check out. At the $8.99 level, you'll be able to have access to the live workouts. So I haven't started doing that yet. I'm waiting for the certification to be finalized for that. And then finally, at the higher level, the $19 level, it just goes to support everything that's going on. And I'll send you a free T-shirt after a few months of being a member. So I'll send you a free Rev It Up T-shirt. And so that's how that's being used. And again, my hope and my desire by your support is I'm going to be able to use this to, buy the equipment that I need, to pay the liability insurance that I need, different things like that. So it helps you get to be a part of blessing other people in in my community, and maybe even around the world through YouTube here to bless other people. So again, thank you for those that have already signed up for that. And then the other thing, we're still kind of working on this and figuring this out. It's not fully finalized yet because of, COVID restrictions and everything that's been going on in the world over the past year and a month. But right before, um, right before all of the world kind of went a little crazy on us, my family and I started going on different missions trips to support kids, and to support people in need in different countries. And so, for example, my daughter and I, we went to Peru in late night 2019, and it was just such an amazing trip. Just kind of seeing the area there, and just seeing the work that Compassion Canada does to alleviate poverty in Jesus's name. So to see families set free from poverty, and so it was an incredibly eye-opening experience, for both my daughter and I. I mean, some of the places that we visited just kind of, again, just blows my mind what we saw, what we witnessed, and just seeing these amazing people there, loving on these communities, and seeing directly how child sponsorship works. I think so often, when we see the commercials, we see the ads, we can become a little bit jaded. We can become a little bit jaded going, well, does the money really go there? Does the money really make a difference? And I can say from experience that the money hugely makes a difference, because we've seen it directly, in Peru, and multiple different towns and cities in Peru that we had gone to. So just and that was part of the goal of the trip that we went on, was so that we could actually build, assurance to people that your $40 a month, or whatever sponsorship that you do with Compassion Canada, does become a blessing to people. It does help people out. And so that was, again, just such a great experience for us. And so that's one of the things that our church has been working on, is continuing to do work like this with specifically regions in Guatemala. So right now, our family is sponsoring 2 children from Guatemala. My wife and I, we sponsor one little girl who's 4 years old, and my son and daughter are sponsoring a little girl who's 1 year old. And so it's just really cool to be a part of their lives like that. So, like, I talk too much when I do these things, and I actually forget to drink my hot coffee while it's hot. And so what we hope and that we're going to do is, again, through the YouTube channel, through membership, through the super chats, through selling of t-shirts, all of these things will be able to go into that work as well. Not exactly sure how that's going to play out yet. We still have to figure that out, but that's kind of some of the initial things that we're talking about as this grows and as this gets built up. So I'm definitely going to make sure I'm going to do regular updates. I'm a big believer in being above reproach, so I want people to know. When I say that, money that's being donated is to help bless. I want people to know that for sure, that's how that's working. So yeah, so that's just a little bit of an update with the channel. So again, thank you very much for again, the 3 members that I got already. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you doing that. Thank you for the super chats that I've gotten already on my previous live stream that shocked me and surprised me when that kicked in. So I'm really grateful for that. And we're gonna keep doing some geek stuff here on the channel as well. I mean, I'm a big fan of the Star Wars expanded universe, as you know, from back behind here. My collection. Ah, it's I'm obsessing on it now. It's getting to the point now where it's starting to drive me a little bit nuts because I'm only missing 9 books. So if I remember correctly, I believe there's 160 or 158 expanded universe books that were published. I'm only missing 9 of them, and they're so hard to find. It's like I can't find them. Now I can find them brand new in the bookstore, but they have the Legends banner and it's full price, and I don't want to buy them full price at a bookstore. I want to support secondhand bookstores and flea markets and garage sales and things like that. So that's where I'm trying to find them, particularly without the Legends banner. That's the big thing that I'm really trying to do. Let me just show you here. I'm going to pull this up here real quick. Let me just open this up here. I should have opened this up beforehand. I didn't quite think I was going to show this, but let me just show you this right here. Open up Rev Kev's EU collection. Hey, Lady Toriels, thank you so much for stopping by, and thank you for being a member. I really, really appreciate it. It really means a lot to me. So thank you for that. Yeah. So yeah, let me just share this screen right here. So this here, what you're seeing, this is my Google Doc where I'm tracking my entire Star Wars expanded universe collection. So, oops, what do we have here? You can see all the books that are here. So I currently have 149 of the novels. Yeah, currently missing a lot. Will take me a while. You know what? I have a bunch of doubles. I've got a bunch of doubles, so I'll send you a message, a direct message on Twitter, and see if the ones that I have are some of the ones that you're missing, because I've got a box full of doubles over here that I don't need. So maybe some of those ones will help you out. I can get those to you. And so what I've done here in my list is everything that's bold are the books that I have. So you can see I've got, if I start at the end, so at the very end of the book series, so I've got, all of the Fate of the Jedi. I've got all of the Legacy of the Force. When it's got a red line on here like this, that means it has the Legends banner. So if I can find those ones and replace those ones, I definitely will. So I wanted to just track which ones have got my Legends banner in there. I've got the Darkness. I've got all the books in the New Jedi Order. So I'm missing this one, the Boba Fett Practical Man short story. Missing Scourge. All kind of the New Republic books in here. I've got all the X-Wing series. Everything, missing a few kind of in the Rebellion area. Missing Choices of One, Honor Among Thieves. Again, Razor's Edge has a banner. A Legends banner. Scoundrels has a Legends banners too, but I think they all do. I think it came out in paperback after the Disney sale, if I'm not mistaken. So that's might not be able to get this one without the banner. I'm not too sure. I think that's true for Kenobi as well, if I'm not mistaken. And then kind of the Rise of the Empire, Old Republic books in here. Again, missing a few. It's mainly in the Clone Wars area. Missing a lot of the, Karen Travis books, Karen Miller books, Clone Wars Gambit. I found these ones secondhand, but man, they were really, really pricey. So they were like 40 bucks a book, and I just could not justify spending $40 per book. So, hey, Gregory de Graaf, thank you for joining us from the Netherlands. Appreciate you being here. Great question here. Do I think the jab is the mark of the beast? Maybe one day as a pastor, I should do a video on this one. Quick answer, no. And the reason why I can, in all confidence, say that as a quick answer is because there is no beast. The mark of the beast is a posture of worship. As a posture of worship, it can't be something that you can be tricked into, because it is a posture of worship, is a position of your heart. You have to choose to worship a beast. There is no beast that's been declared for us to worship in taking the jab. Quick answer. Maybe I'll talk about that theologically another day. Have a great collection. Thank you. This was my pandemic hobby, so it helped me get out of the house and and have a hobby during the pandemic. So yeah, we only have one place in town for used book. That's been the challenge too, is finding secondhand bookstores. Like, we don't have a lot of them either. I mean, we do have a lot of the Value Village. I don't know if you have Value Villages in the United States. It's kind of like a secondhand store where people donate secondhand items to raise money. So kind of like a Salvation Army store. So we've got a couple of those, like a Salvation store. We've got a Bible's Mission secondhand store, a lot of Value Villages, and a couple of secondhand bookstores, and a really cool flea market in our city. So they've been really helpful. He's been helping me a lot. Hey, thank you, Force of Life Entertainment. Great to have you here. Thanks for stopping by. Really, really appreciate it. Love your channel. Always love the stuff that you guys do. So it's great. And said, Noah, thank you for coming by. Dang, are you going to do collab with some of the EU YouTubers like Matt Wilkins? I haven't met Matt yet. I've been doing videos with OG Star Wars. So she invites me on her channel when she does her literary reviews. So when she does her book reviews, we usually do those about every 6 to 8 weeks. We're currently reading The Truth at Bukhara right now, and we're going to do that in the next one. And so that's the plan for the next book. Yeah, but I love talking EU, and I'm actually quite new to it. I didn't read most of it when it all came out. I read some of it, but I wasn't a big reader back then when this stuff came out. So yeah, definitely, I'll send you that text there and editorial, and we'll see if some of these books are the ones that you need as well. So yeah, but I'm totally open talking EU. So if you're an EU expanded universe YouTuber and you want to geek out, talk Star Wars, would love to talk Star Wars with you. But you probably know a lot more about it than I do, because I'm still quite new. Yeah, no, you don't say. Oh, your channel's awesome. Love what you guys are doing. It's so good. Yeah, so what I'm trying to do, so these are the books. Go back to my list here. Just trying to finalize. It's these Clone War ones. These ones they're hard to find. I can't find them again. I'm finding them for like 30 bucks, 40 bucks a book, and I'm just too frugal or cheap to do that. I like getting them secondhand, and so it's really, really coming together. And then what I'm doing now is I'm actually tracking as well, how many of them I've read. So out of the 149, I've only read 16. I've only read 16 of the expanded universe books. So this is my retirement plan behind me right now. I've got 30 years of Star Wars novels. So I just turned 50 this year. So I've got 30 years of reading to do behind me. So that will get me up to 80. And so yeah, so at least I know what my hobbies are going to be for the next 30 years. There we go. That one, well, I'll leave that question to the experts. Is my cat a nudist? There you go. Could be. So yeah, so that's some of the things that are going on with Expanded Universe. So definitely going to keep talking about that here on the channel. The other thing that I haven't done as much on the channel, I was doing this for a while, but and I was getting a lot of people engaged and coming to the channel and subscribing to the channel through this, is also through the Star Wars games that I play, particularly the miniature game Star Wars Legion. So you can't see it, but in this shelf right here, this skinny little shelf that goes up, I've got two of them along the sides, and that's where I collect my Star Wars Legion miniatures. And so they are, just like the little small plastic miniatures that I assemble and paint, and then it's a tabletop war game. And that's been a lot of fun to paint and to collect. It's an amazing, amazing game put out by used to be Fantasy Flight Games, but now they've been taken over by Atomic Mass Games, who are now doing all the miniature games that Fantasy Flight Games used to do. And so I really want to get back into that. Beginning of the year in February, I started collecting the Clone Wars and buying those and painting those. I had painted a bunch of them when my wife and I went away for our wedding anniversary. She was doing some art painting and I was doing some miniature painting. It was a great way to relax. And I built a Geonosis table so that like a 6 foot by 3 foot table with scenery based on Geonosis, so then you can have these big Clone War battles with these miniatures. So I definitely want to get back into those. And then the other miniatures painting that I want to get back into, which I haven't done in a while, is the Marvel Crisis Protocol. So this is more like the Marvel superheroes. So I've got my good friend Groot, kind of one of my favorite characters there. Also got my second favorite character is Rocket Raccoon. And so you can see how small these are. It's like the size of my thumb. And painting these and assembling these kind of gives a good workout to my old eyes. But keeps me young, keeps me fresh. So I want to get more into that game. And they've just kind of released a whole bunch of new Spider-Man villains. So I just finished assembling the Lizard. So I've got him ready to be painted. He's jumping out of a sewer here. The quality of these models is absolutely incredible. So I want to be doing a little bit more of that, geeking out, talking about that stuff. And then finally, the things that I want to do. Let me just see what we got here. Me and my friends are doing a Discord EU Star Wars book club right now and reading Courtship of Leia. Very cool. That's awesome. That's actually one of the books that I read. I read that one when it first came out. That was an excellent, excellent book. I really like that one a lot. But that's cool that you got that going on. I love it. And the other thing that I do, two last things I do on my channel, and I get it. My channel's quite eclectic. I know I go against kind of the YouTube way to make tons of money on YouTube. It's just to stick to one niche. I don't stick to one niche. I'm not a one niche, hobby type of guy. I've got a lot of different interests, and so I just put it all in one channel instead of trying to manage multiple channels on multiple things. For me, this is a hobby, not a career. It's a way, if some blessing comes from it, I'm going to pass the blessing on to other people. So that's the goal of it. So the two other things that we do in the channel is we do music reviews from time to time. My son is really into hip hop music, so we have a lot of fun talking, Kanye West and Drake and all these different artists that I would never ever ever listen to if it wasn't for my kid being into it. So we have a great time listening to music, critiquing music, watching music videos. And I know a whole bunch of you come and have subscribed to my channel through those videos. So that really appreciate you for subscribing when you see one video you like and hitting that subscribe button. So thank you for doing that. So I'm hoping Kanye drops another video soon, because whenever Kanye drops something new, I get a whole bunch of new subscribers and a whole bunch of new people join the community here whenever Kanye joins me. And then the other thing that I love to do on the channel is I like talking Superman. I'm a huge Superman fan. I've been collecting Superman comics since 1987, somewhere around there. So, and I've been wrestling with, is it time to stop? Is it time to stop? Because they're making a bunch of changes, and I've done a video about it. They've changed the main Superman title now to be focusing, instead of on Clark Kent is now focusing on Jonathan Kent. It's 3 issues in, and I'm not liking it. I'm not liking it at all, which is too bad because the art is beautiful. It's some of the best art that we've had in the Superman comics in a long time. But it's just I just don't like the story. And I got into a conversation on Ryan Kindle's channel uh, about how, well, it's not written for you. It's not written for you. And they kept yelling at me and yelling at me that it's not written for me. Well, if it's not written for me, why should I keep buying it then? Right? If that's your argument, it's not written for me. Why are you mad at me if I'm saying I'm not going to pay for it anymore? Why should I pay for something that's not written for me? It doesn't make any sense. And it was just kind of a bizarro argument to get stuck in. I'm like, why are you mad at me for not wanting to buy something that isn't written for me? But that's just the joy of the internet. So yeah, so we'll keep doing things like that. So that's all I wanted to do. I just wanted to jump on the channel here, have a cup of coffee, take a little break. I'm going to go now for a little afternoon walk. It's a gorgeous day. The sun sets really early here in Canada this time of year, so I want to get outside before the sun goes down. But thanks again, each and every one of you, for coming by, watching the videos, liking, commenting, subscribing, super chats, all the things that you do here, part of the community. I've been doing this channel now. I've actually been doing this channel since YouTube came out. I've actually had this channel for nearly 15 years. It's the same channel I've had for 15 years. But I've just really intentionally been doing it since the release of The Last Jedi, when I found a whole bunch of other people who actually felt like I did about that. I thought I was alone. And I was glad to find out that I wasn't alone. Thank you very much. Got to get my 10,000 steps in every day. You know, that keeps you young. And so, yes, I've been doing this channel now intentionally for about 4 years. Never ever thought it would get to this point. And so, yeah, just really appreciate each and every one of you. Yeah, it's nice and late in Amsterdam. There you go. Keep the channel going. Thank you for the encouragement. Appreciate it. That's that's my goal. As long as we keep having fun, as long as, geeking out, learning, growing, getting fit, being a blessing together, man, that's for me. That's what the goal is all about. Just coming together as a big community and encouraging one another, supporting one another, and man, and just doing more together than what we could ever do completely by ourselves. So thanks again for stopping by. I'm gonna get my running shoes on. We'll talk to you all real soon in the next video. God bless you, everybody.